Welcome to episode 17 of the AnyKey Podcast. In today's episode, we talk about the Destiny beta, Mario plus Rabbids, adventure games, Teltale VR, our love for Elgato, physically moving Australia, and the good old Cheeto debate.
Who starts first? AnyKey.
What's up, everybody watching or listening at home? This is episode 17 of the AnyKey Podcast. I'm Dean. Julian's next to me.
I'm here, I'm just eating.
He's just munching away on some Subway.
I pulled my microphone away so I didn't hear my disgusting chewing noises.
Yeah, we thought we'll start the podcast off. I'll do what I have to say all the usual things. Julian's going to eat a sandwich. Quality internet content. That's what I got to say. Guys, if you didn't know what you were watching, this is the AnyKey Podcast. Basically, we sit here for like an hour or so, talk about whatever we want, talk about anything, whatever comes to our mind, we pretty much talk about it. Julian eats sometimes, not very often, but it does happen.
I'm trying to eat as fast as I can.
That's fine, man. That's fine. I still got some more stuff to say. If you're watching this podcast, you want to listen to the podcast. If you're listening to the podcast, you want to watch the podcast, this is the places to do it. Basically, go to Hunting for Games. So that wasn't what I want to say. Go to youtube.com/hunting for games for the video version of the podcast. And then for the audio version, you just go to iTunes, you go to Stitcher Radio or SoundCloud are the main places for those. Still trying to work on the whole Android side of things. The Google Play, they still don't like us Australians for some reason. So I'm just gonna if you're on Android, just go to like probably SoundCloud. It's probably the best place to go. Julian, I was asking how you're going, but you're still munching away over there, so it's fine. You do what you need to do. You done? Welcome back.
I'm done. Swing that mic back into frame. Back into for my face.
How have you been, man? What's been happening?
I've been good. I've been okay.
How was that sandwich?
The sandwich is fucking great.
That's good. What'd you have? Tell us
I got
about
a chicken teriyaki because that's the ultimate sub.
See, I've never had a chicken teriyaki.
Dude, chicken
sub.
teriyaki is
Like, I just feel like Subway and like teriyaki chicken don't go well together.
What?
Because
you're having a laugh, mate.
like teriyaki is like,
Chicken teriyaki is great, dude.
I'll tell you this much.
That's like my go-to sub.
It is. I've seen you have it plenty of times. Do you remember last week? No, 2 weeks ago when we went to Subway. We both. Well, I know what you got. I think you got Subway too.
I got Subway. Is that when you got the lamb?
I got the lamb.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like a bit.
Wait, no, I got a kebab.
You got a kebab because I said mine tastes like a kebab. That's right.
Yeah.
I was a bit like, I don't know how I feel about this Subway sandwich.
Yeah.
And then the next day rolled around. I was at work. I'm like, I kind of feel like that lamb again. So I went to a different Subway store. And as soon as I walked in there, when I ordered my sub, I was a bit worried because when I went with you and when I got Subway, they had the lamb in like a heated tray.
Yeah,
it's like
usually,
the meatballs.
Usually, where they put the meatballs.
Yeah.
Now they put the chicken teriyaki in there too. They don't have it in the paper trays anymore.
So I was like, when I had theirs, it was already heated.
Yeah.
This place had it in a plastic tray, like where the cheeses and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I was like, okay, that's a bit weird. And I was looking, I'm like, it doesn't look that good, like in the tray. I'm like, whatever, I'm still gonna eat it because it was good the day before. Get back to work, take one bite. I literally spat it back out.
Was it? Didn't they heat it up?
I asked for it to be toasted.
Yeah. Okay.
So they had it on the roll.
That's good. That's good.
I even asked for it to be extra toasted because I wanted my roll to be kind of crispier.
Yeah.
The problem was, my first bite, I bit into a golf ball sized piece of fat. Like literally like at least a 3 centimeter radius on this piece of fat.
Ew.
And me, I am very like, I don't like the feeling of fat in my mouth, like of meat. So I spat it back out, and then I opened my sub up, and it was literally probably 3/4 fat.
Ew.
It was. I'm actually feeling sick talking about it. Like, it was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. I literally pulled all the meat off the sub, and I just had like a sub with like
just
lettuce,
a veggie sub.
And the thing is, I got like double meat as well because like I really feel like more meat today.
Yeah.
So it was literally 3/4 of fat, and now I haven't had Subway since. And I'm scared to go back because I'm just like...
Well, don't go back to that.
No, I'm definitely never going to go back to that one. Even, I called them up, I told them, I'm like, hey, I'm not trying to complain. I'm just saying that the lamb, you should not be serving that. It was disgusting. Like, oh, come back, we'll give you another sub. I'm like,
No.
I ain't coming back to you guys. It's fine. Thank you very much. I think if I do go back to Subway, I'm just gonna stick to like the really processed stuff, like the chicken that's like you don't know if it's actually chicken, but it still tastes good. You know what I mean? Just because I'm a bit scared of Subway at the moment.
Yeah, I have a problem
I don't know how to
with
feel.
stuff like that, and also my ultimate pet peeve. I absolutely hate this. I cannot stand it. All right, you know when you get like meat with sauce,
Yes.
especially like chicken or like maybe sometimes beef. The thing I absolutely hate. It's my ultimate hate, and I want it to burn in hell
Yes.
for like 3 eternities.
Yeah.
Whenever there's chicken in sauce, boneless meat, please. Why would they put boned meat in something with sauce? Why would you want to take that thing out, get your fingers all covered in sauce just to eat the bloody meat off the bone?
Yeah.
And then, I'm just like...
So you're talking like maybe like chicken wings, for example?
Chicken wings with marinade, I'm fine with. If it's like in sauce, like a bolognese sauce or like a tomato sauce or something like that, no.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
definitely not. I ain't touching it.
See, I'm kind of on that track, but I'm even as bad as like chicken wings with like a marinade. I'm like,
Chicken with marinade, I'm like perfectly okay with.
I would rather just have like a piece of chicken breast that I can cut up with a knife and fork. Like,
Yeah.
if on the rare occasion that I go to Hooters, which is like really rare, I get like their boneless chicken wings,
Yeah.
which are basically just pieces of chicken breast
Yeah.
coated like a chicken wing,
Yeah.
and I eat them with a knife and fork,
Yeah, no.
and I feel weird about myself because I'm at Hooters for one. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really weird with the whole, like, I'm Arab, so I eat with my hands, but
Yeah.
usually we have bread. So you use the bread and like
Yeah,
pick it up with the
yeah.
bread, so our fingers
Pick it up
aren't
with
like
that,
covered in food.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a no go when it comes to that stuff.
Because usually my mum does it. She'll like put like the drumettes or like wings in like sauce with like sometimes with like potatoes and like other veggies. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I ain't eating that. I'm just eating the potatoes and like the other sauce, but I'm not touching the chicken.
Yeah.
And there was one place that we for a birthday that I went, and it was, I think so, it was like, I want to say it was like kind of like Jamaican themed or something. It was like Jamaican restaurant or something.
Fancy.
Oh yeah, it was
Oh,
kind of
Jamaica.
fancy. And like they had like a tiki bar kind of thing. They had like they had like a curry
Yeah.
with some form of meat. I'm gonna guess it was either chicken or something. I don't really remember.
You weren't really sure.
It was meat. I was like, oh cool. And it was like there were chunks of meat, so they looked like just meat chunks, no bone in it. First piece of meat I took in, straight into a bone. I'm just like, I immediately spat it back out and I didn't touch it. I was like, nah, I'm out. Because like I hate every time, like if I continue eating it, like I always imagine I'm just eating bone now, and I just can't get that image out of my head. So I just stop eating.
That's why I have a problem with eating fish as well, because
Yeah, I don't eat fish.
there's a lot of bones in fish.
Yeah.
So usually, like, if just say my mum buys like a big fish for the whole family, or like pick it up, whatever, like,
Yeah.
pick the meat off, I'm just sit there, I'm like, okay, I like grab a piece, like I like mush it up in my fingers, like, okay, there's no bones in there, I'm good to go. But yeah,
No,
I just
I don't
have
eat
a problem.
fish at all. I don't know. I just can't deal with the taste of it. Prawns and calamari, I'm perfectly okay with,
Okay.
strangely, but
Even
fish
like
is-
beer battered, like,
nah. Even tuna.
oh, man, that's what I had just like before in like the pasta.
Yeah,
was
no,
so good.
no, tuna like just makes me feel sick after.
So good though.
Nah, because my mum recently bought like I said, because Costco they have some sushi. They have like a sushi platter.
Do they?
Yeah,
I don't know if I knew that.
Expensive,
I might have known that. I'm not sure.
it's like 36, 37 bucks for like 40, 48 pieces of sushi.
It's like little, like
No, like one's like this big, but they're like cut,
thin. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
which is good. Like it's probably cheaper than buying it from the other sushi places, but they only had like, I think so there was like 6 or 7 rows, and two of them were salmon.
Yeah.
3 of them were salmon, 2 of them were chicken. How much is that? 3, 5. One row was tuna and one row was veggies. I'm just like, yeah, I'm probably just gonna eat the chicken and the veggie ones.
Nah,
like
man.
I had 1 or 2 of like the salmon and the tuna, and I just struggled to like eat it. Like I got it down, but I'm just like, yeah, I can't force myself to eat this and enjoy it. I just can't.
Tuna in a sushi roll is one of my favorite things.
It was like one with like a spicy sort of mix as well. I had like
even
stuff.
better. Like I'm more for like the cooked tuna. I don't do like the raw stuff.
No.
I don't do any raw sushi.
The salmon was I think like smoked salmon. So it was like
yeah.
raw.
See, I don't mess with that stuff.
Yeah, no.
But like tuna, if I go to like a sushi train, I will ask them for like another 2 plates, just like even like the mini rolls, which is just tuna and rice. I'm like, I'm down for that. No sauce, anything, just
like even I caked it in
tuna.
like wasabi and soy sauce. Like I just couldn't like
help it.
master taste. I was just like, nah.
Oh, that's great.
My mouth, like even the wasabi wasn't even that hot. Usually, like wasabi is supposed to be like really hot, like hot mustard. Basically, that's basically what it is. It's like a mustard.
It's like I guess you could say like a green mustard.
It's like
in a way.
it's basically like a mustard. But yeah, like no, the wasabi like hit me, and then after it was just like all fish. And I was like, I really wish I just had all that wasabi back now.
I remember the first time I tried wasabi. I think I was in year 11, so I was like, 16, 15, 16 at the time, and I knew it was hot.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know what it's gonna taste like. So I was at a sushi place with my friends. I like put a little bit on my chopstick and I ate it, and it was the weirdest sensation I've ever had. Like everything just like went like in my mouth was like, ooh,
that's
what's happening?
That's what it feels
like.
like.
It was
just
so
like,
weird.
Wow, and I hit my mic.
I was like, this is. I don't like this. I mean, but I kind of do like it, but I don't want to do it again.
I was like, hell yeah. Like because usually on Thursdays at high school, like we got to leave early, so we only had 4 periods, and then like, the last 2 we gotta go home.
Yeah.
And so we went to the shops, and like there's a sushi place there, and then I think they got sushi. I didn't have any money for food. I was like, nah, fuck, I don't have any money for food. I'm really hungry, but I don't have money for food. And then my friend's like, oh, I'll buy you food if you eat these 2 packets of wasabi. I was like, fuck yeah.
That's crazy.
Freaking down them. I was like, all right, buy me some food now. Buy me some sushi. I'm like, shit, all right. Didn't expect you to do that, but okay.
That's great. That's really
after that, I kind of felt a bit sick, but I was just like, well, it's worth it.
I'm sure you would feel a little bit sick.
My stomach was just like, spicy mustard hot.
Yeah,
like, it's okay. Sushi.
It'll get better soon, I promise.
Yeah, that wouldn't cover it up.
That wouldn't help too much. I wouldn't think.
Hey, it was worth it. I got a free lunch from that, so I don't.
I mean, that always helps. Yeah, we used to have Tuesdays where I'll like go home early days, and my problem was to get back to my house. There was no transportation.
Yeah, the same
from my school. So I basically
I only had to wait for like the buses that came after when school finished.
Yeah,
like there was no other way.
So pretty much I had 2
Uber
choices.
wasn't here.
Yeah, I wish I had Uber back then. Like I would have used like every Tuesday. Basically, what I would have to do would be take a bus to like the big shopping center, and then from there I can take a bus home, or I can just wait till like I don't know, like 2 or 3 hours and go back to school and take the school bus home for free. But it wasn't fun.
It wasn't.
There was one time where I actually walked home with my friend.
I think you told me this. Yeah, you told me this story, didn't you?
I probably have. It was the worst mistake of my life.
It would take me like 5 hours just to walk home from my school.
It took me. So we left. I think we finished at 12 o'clock on Tuesdays. I didn't get home till 4 o'clock.
Damn, dude.
We stopped for one stop at his like grandfather's house or someone's house for like water. Because we had no water or anything on us. We had no food. It was ridiculous. And I had like blisters at the bottom of my feet. Because I had like school shoes on that were like wearing like apart as they were. So it wasn't fun. But it was an adventure.
It wouldn't have been fun at all.
No.
Yeah, but like, because when did you get to like leave early? Was it like during year 11 or was it like year 12?
No, I'm pretty sure it's through in year 11 as well. Yeah. From what I remember.
The same. But ours was on Thursday. But it was the worst time not being able to drive.
Yeah.
Like once I got my P's, I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm going home." Going home, playing some freaking video games, study.
Yeah, studying.
Like hell yeah. But like before that, it was like just like every Thursday, basically like either hang out in like the parks with like group of friends from school, or just
doing drugs,
or unless if like they're doing some other shit or like they're going to study, which a lot of them actually did.
Wow. What losers.
So I was just like walking around the shops by myself for like the next like 2 hours.
Yeah. That was
It's
that was a problem because I had hospitality just before our break. So like because it was at lunchtime we got to leave.
Yeah.
And I had hospitality before that. So if I was ever running late, like cooking or whatever, or cleaning, my friends would just leave.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I would call them up like, hey, where are you guys? Oh, we went to the shops. Where I'm just like, man, you just left me at school.
Yeah.
Like, thanks, guys.
I had that a couple of times. I'm just like, fuck you guys.
Yeah, and the problem was I didn't get my P's until after high school, so I never had the opportunity to like leave early. Like even I ended up dropping out of one of my subjects, so I had Thursdays, like Thursday afternoons, like pretty much 2 days,
Yeah.
where I could leave early. And luckily, one of my friends had a free period at the same time, so we just ended up watching American Horror Story every Thursday, like one episode per week. We didn't actually end up finishing the season, but it was a good time. Like we just sat in some random room that we found in the school and just watched American Horror Story.
Nice.
It was a good time, but yeah, I really wish I had my P's back then. Just to, like just drive home.
I don't even remember like when during year 12 I got mine. I don't remember. I think it would have been like beginning of the year, sort of like around like March or April. I think so.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of time.
You had a good time where you could drive yourself.
But I didn't
home.
drive to school like every day. Like,
Yeah.
some days I caught the bus and I was like, yeah, this sucks. The bus sucks.
Stupid.
after I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna drive. Screw this shit.
Yeah, I mean, like it's one of those things. Like I caught the bus from year 7 to year 12, pretty much from school, and then once I got my P's, I'm like, I don't have to. I can just go straight from my destination, like to where I would need to be, like instead of going because like we would literally. My house was to the right on the main road. We would go to the left first and go all the way down and around to different schools. And it was like, how did I do this for so long? It took me, I think, 1.5 hours on the bus every afternoon.
Yeah, well, I think so. It was about the same with me because I usually got home like 10 to 4.
Yeah.
So it was like,
and like it was literally maybe maximum with traffic like a half an hour drive. I'm just like. This is ridiculous, but I'm so happy now that I don't have to do that anymore.
Like, I remember like the first day I drove, I'm just like smiling the whole way. I was like, oh man, I got to sleep in for like an extra 10 minutes. Oh shit, dude. I was like smiling the whole way there. I was like, yeah, I found a parking spot, got there. I was like, sup?
That would have been a good feeling.
I'm here like 20 minutes before like roll call. And then I left and I was like, smiling on the way driving home. I was like, fuck yeah.
Even like during my HSC exams, I still didn't have my P's because I remember I finished my food tech exam and this one guy I think was driving towards like my area. So me and my friend got in the car with him. Worst mistake in my life. This guy was like, okay, like he was a bad driver, but he was like speeding the whole time.
Yeah,
I was like, and it was just like little tiny like old like 1990s like car. I was like in the back of it, like squashed in the corner, and he's like going around corners just past. I'm like, I'm gonna die. I need to call my mom and my dad right now. I'd be like, Mom, Dad, I'm sorry. I made mistakes. Luckily, he got me home somehow in one piece, so that was all right. But
you're just like in the back saying, "No, I choose life."
It was like I've never. Actually, I don't even think I've seen that dude since high school. But
Jesus.
yeah, I'm just stay far away from him.
Yeah,
because it was dangerous.
It was. I would imagine.
Yeah.
I even had like the same things. Like one Thursday, I was like, man, I really just want to go home. So like, I asked one of my friends, I'm like, if I give you $10, would you drive me home? Like, use it for petrol money or whatever. Like, and he's like, yeah, sure. Freaking like 3 other of my friends just came. He's like, oh, can you drop us to the shops? Can you drop us here? And my friend just like. I guess, and then like once he dropped me off, it's like, man, those guys are cocks. I'm just like, yeah, they didn't even give you any money for like petrol or anything. He's like, yeah, you know, I like you more because you did that. I was like, well, I mean, I'm not gonna like ask you for a ride and not give you anything in return.
Yeah, of course. Like that was always the thing. Like even I had one time where I needed to get money off somebody. I think it was like just before like the trials or something at school. So this one dude has Peter like, hey man, I'll give you like $10. I'll take it on the Honey Jacks, buy whatever you want. Just drive into this person's house and bring us back to school. It's like, okay. So he drove me there. I got the money, and we drove to Honey Jacks. I bought him like a meal, whatever. He was happy. I was happy, and like, and that's the thing. Like, you know, they're doing something for you. They're using the petrol. They're using the car.
Yeah.
Like, throw them a couple of bucks.
They're the true Uber heroes.
They are like
before Uber came.
Yeah, they were the Uber before the Uber. Hey man, I only got some weed. Can you take me somewhere? That was a true Uber right there.
Yeah,
Even though I never used weed, never touched it, I promise.
They are the real heroes.
They are the real heroes. Speaking of heroes, what have you been playing lately, Julian? Because I have a lot of new games.
Oh, don't even ask me, dude. Alright. So, I finally finished Doom yesterday. Finally.
Justin.
Like freaking 13 hours of bloody campaign and dying because I was playing on a hard difficulty. I was like, alright, I want to do this on hard because I know I can do it. I died so many times, just like, fuck. It took me probably 3 months just to finish that game.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Isn't
so
there a new
now-
Doom coming out?
No,
No?
I don't think so. Oh, there's the VR version.
There was one of those games. Maybe it was something else.
It was Evil Within 2
Maybe
is new and Wolfenstein 2.
Maybe Wolfenstein's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking about.
I need to get Wolfenstein.
But there is
play that.
Doom VFR.
Virtual fucking reality.
Yeah. We'll play that once it does come
Yeah,
out.
man. So yeah, I finally finished that.
Yeah.
Now I can move on to Evil Within, which I've started. I'm just like, all right. I half shit my pants during that time. I was like, all right, I'm out. I'll come back to it when I get more balls. It's all right. So after I finish that, then I'm gonna play and finish Prey because by the time I eventually play and finish Evil Within 2 is gonna come out.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, fuck, alright, I might as well finish that and then, do that. So I want to do that. I've also been playing the Uncharted Lost Legacy.
Okay, yeah. How's that?
Oh, so good.
Enjoying it?
I love my Uncharted. It's so good.
Yeah.
Probably one of my favorite gaming series of all time.
Wow. Big statement. Big
Uncharted's
statement.
great. It's good, man. Seriously. Trust me when I say it's good. So I've been playing that. I've played the Destiny 2 beta, which came out a couple days ago.
Yes.
By the time this video comes out, it'll already be over.
It'll be over. I just downloaded that today. I haven't even chosen my
Good.
my
It's
peoples.
actually really good. Because it's the first time Destiny's going to be on PC.
Yeah.
It feels like it belongs as on PC as a PC shooter.
That's good.
It just feels natural there. Whereas on console, you're just like, I struggled so much just to play that game on freaking Xbox. I'm just like, I suck at aiming. I don't
That's
know.
always a problem with
I've been so
consoles.
shit at freaking console shooters now. I'm just like, I'm probably just not gonna get all shooters on PC and just other stuff on consoles.
Consoles, yeah.
Unless it's an exclusive where it's where it has the shooting in it, like Uncharted. I'll just be like, I'll deal with it.
Yeah.
I'll deal with it.
Isn't it
I just put auto aim on?
Yeah, isn't it auto aim in Uncharted?
I'm pretty sure I have that on because I'm like, I can't be bothered aiming. So
Yeah.
I'll waste more ammo, but I don't care.
Did you try out the Call of Duty World War II beta?
No.
That was surprisingly really freaking good.
Yeah.
I started playing it on Friday night. It was meant to start at 3 a.m. on the Saturday morning.
Yeah.
But Friday night, 11 o'clock, it went live for some reason.
Probably time.
I don't know what happened. Even online, it said 3 a.m. Australian time. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I'm like, I'm gonna open it, see what's gonna happen. And it's like, oh, play now. I was like,
Sure.
oh, okay. I was surprised. I really enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it a lot more than I did any of the last probably 3 or 4 Call of Duties that have come out.
Yeah.
That are they've all been over the top. They've all been dabbing at the end and all this rubbish. They've cut all of that out. They're down to the bare minimum. You have a certain few guns. The attachments all normal attachments.
Yeah.
Not red dot sight, whatever it may be.
Some freaking gold skin or
It's not like a
pin
diamond
some
skin,
shit.
something ridiculous like that. It's all really bare bone minimum stuff, which I really like. I was really enjoying
didn't
it.
have freaking
Exactly. I think it's staying majority of the way kind of to
accurate to history.
It's kind of accurate. There's still some stuff there's a shotgun with exploding bullets. I don't know if they're a real thing or not. It's pretty cool though. I like that leveling up in just the ranking system. It's pretty easy to rank up.
Yeah.
I went from rank 1 to rank 10, only playing about 15 games.
Okay.
Which I like, because usually in Call of Duty I kind of give up because ranking up is so hard, or maybe I'm bad at shooters, whatever it may be. But it seemed like it was happening enough for me to be interested in it.
Yeah.
There's another beta happening this weekend, so while this podcast is live or being uploaded, it's happening. I'm going to be trying that out again. The first one's PS4 only. This one's I think Xbox One and PS4 for the beta. But definitely give it a shot if you're looking for something. It's
That PC beta, sure.
Let me find it. I don't know if it's on a.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just like, Call of Duty.
Look,
never really interested me that much. Like, yeah, I played like Modern Warfare 2 and World at War.
Yeah.
And, like Modern Warfare. I'm just like, Modern Warfare was good.
Don't go into it thinking it's gonna be like Battlefield 1.
Nah.
Because Battlefield 1 is you feel like you're in a war. Like you don't know where the enemies are, you don't know what's gonna happen next, you see an enemy, you freak out. That whole thing happens in Battlefield 1. In this game, it's Call of Duty. You're gonna run around a corner, you're gonna see an enemy, you're gonna try and shoot, kill him or be killed. That's pretty much how it always is. But it was a lot more enjoyable than it has been for any other Call of Duty. Probably since, for me, Modern Warfare 2. Everything other than that, I've just been like, whatever. I'm trying to see if there is. It's only for PS1 and Xbox One.
PS1 and Xbox One? Wow.
Is that what it said?
Yeah, PS1 and Xbox One.
PS4 and Xbox One. There is a new mode called War Mode, which is like, it's basically. What can I compare it to?
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of a game mode that I've played before. It's basically like we have an objective, and you got to stop the other team from getting to the objective. And if you do, then it's like game over. But if you don't, then you go to. It's kind of like Overwatch. Like they have an objective.
I was gonna say it's like that.
Yeah, I knew there was something that something.
It also sounds like like Turning Point in Battlefront, Star Wars.
I don't know if I ever played Turning Point.
Yeah, we did a video on it.
I did, man. I can't remember playing Turning Point.
Yeah, because those three in that game had those 3 capture points, but you had to do one before the other.
Oh yeah, I can't remember that. Yeah. So it's pretty much like that. Where you got to like first objective.
Yeah, because one team has to defend the others from capturing it, and the other one's like, "Fuck you guys."
So it's pretty much that. It's just called War Mode. It's pretty cool. It has some cool like stuff happening. I really enjoyed the game, to be honest. I really did enjoy it.
Bazooka.
Yeah, definitely. They still have score streaks, which are a bit like, but they are kind of like, for example, you got like a UAV, but they call it like different names and stuff. Yeah. Try to make it more like war-like, I guess. They're still like, I wish they weren't there, but it's Call of Duty. They're always going to be there. You can't do anything about that. But yeah, I mean, if you have pre-ordered, you get the beta access. Definitely try it out.
Nazi zombies.
Yeah, they're doing a Nazi zombies mode as well, which, I've never been into zombies.
Really just don't interest me.
I like zombie games. I just don't like Call of Duty zombies. Like I've never been into them ever in any other games.
Nah, it's not great. But
yeah. Other than that, I have also been playing some very exciting games. You'll be very interested in them. Rugby League Live 4.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get the platinum trophy in that. Holy Jesus.
What does the platinum trophy need?
There's just some like the simple stuff like I say simple. One's like play at every licensed venue in the game, and there's like I think like 80 different venues. So that's a lot of games there. I'm stuck. I'm on 3 trophies left right now.
Yeah.
One of them is that play at every venue. The other is to stop a field goal in extra time.
That'll be the hardest one.
That's bloody damn difficult. I've played about maybe 12 games, and there's always been a problem. Like they've scored a try before they've kicked it, or if I play on a difficulty too low, they don't go for a field goal.
Yeah.
So I'm basically gonna need like another person. I'm like, go for a field goal. I'm gonna come attack you at the right time. I got that. I got play every venue, and then I have the platinum trophy, which will unlock once I do those 2. But it's been difficult.
Yeah, I've seen your little thing on my friends' list, like playing Rugby League Live.
Yeah,
like,
I've been.
Okay.
Oh, I actually got one more trophy. I like. It's to play a whole season in the career mode without losing a game. And I played all the 26 rounds without losing a game.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you're going to go all the way to the finals without losing a game and win the grand final. So I got all the way to like round 1 of the finals, and then I lost the game. I was like, oh, that's fine. I'm going to get the trophy. Never got the trophy. Now I got to do that all again. Which is really annoying because the game isn't that good.
Yeah.
You know, like if the game was a 10 out of 10, sure, I'll do it. I'll play it as much as I'm playing it right now. But it is maybe maximum like a 3 out of 10 of a game.
I remember, I think so. I had like Rugby League Live 2 or 3
Yeah, probably 2. I would say you
I don't
had. I'm
remember.
pretty
It was
sure.
on 360. I
Um,
don't remember.
that would have been 2, and pretty much the only differences since then is the graphics have enhanced. Other than that,
Nah.
nothing's changed. And it's so hard to enjoy it when you have, for myself, like a sports fan, games like Madden, which I just bought yesterday.
Yeah.
And the graphics and the gameplay of that are so smooth, so well done. And then you get to Rugby League Live and you're just like,
Everything's clunky.
yeah, it's just... Look, I know that their budget isn't as big as a game like Madden. I know
Yeah.
it's a small Australian studio doing it. But it's hard not to compare. You know, it's hard not to be like,
Compare the pair.
yeah, like, look at what I'm playing over here. FIFA, Madden, NBA. And then look at your product. It's too hard to just be like, yeah, this is a good game, because I can't say it is a good game. I know it's hard for you to like.
I only play good games, so.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, hey,
Ooh.
sports games
Shots
are
fired, Dean.
good.
I shot,
Most of them.
I shot some funky bullets there, Dean. But yeah, Mario plus Rabbids, dude.
Yes. How is that? I bought
came
that. I
out
haven't played it.
yesterday. What was yesterday? Tuesday, 29th.
Yes.
It's actually like, all right. When I watched like the reveal,
Mm-hmm.
I think it was that E3, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe
Or
so.
something,
Yes.
whatever.
I believe it was
E3, and then like gameplay footage and
Yeah.
other shit. I was just like, this looks interesting. Once I started playing, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna like tear shit up. This is fucking amazing. Just like,
Wow.
all right, Mario plus Rabbids. Like, Rabbids are basically like minions.
Yeah.
and they're just complete idiots. Which
They're
I
like
fucking
the
love.
white
I love
minions.
anything that's just like completely like stupid. I love. Like
Okay.
like movies that you probably hate. I'm just like, that's a fucking amazing movie. Like satire movies, like Not Another Teen Movie or like Scary Movie and shit. I
Yeah,
love those
yeah,
movies.
yeah.
They're just stupid and I love it. Like Wet Hot American Summer, fucking amazing. I love that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, this game I'm just like, oh my god, it's so good. And it's like random as like Mario characters and they're like, yeah, freaking Peach Rabbid. It's just like sassy as shit. It's so good. It's like, even if they don't have, if they don't speak English, like you can just know what they
Yeah.
they're like trying to like put across and like
Yeah.
what they're saying. It's just like, oh my god, it's so good though.
I have to really try. Like, I basically put it into my Switch to, in case there's an update or whatever.
I think so. There was an update.
Yeah, so I was gonna let it do its thing. My Switch was dead, and I put it into the dock. I'm like, it's not connecting. Nothing was working. I realized my power cord was not there. It was like in another room. It was really awkward. So I plugged it all in now. It's kind of like half like hanging off my cabinet now. So I haven't turned it on yet. I've been playing Madden.
Yeah.
I was doing the long shot mode, which is like the story mode. So I didn't get a chance to go play Mario plus Rabbids, but I'm gonna eventually pull out its dock and just
Yeah.
sit with it for a few hours.
It's
test it out.
it's really fun. Like, because people are just like, oh, it's just basically like XCOM or something, where it's like one of those like
Yeah.
tactical battle things, and you're just like, oh, all you do is just run around to the next battle. I'm like, but it's still good. I mean, like when you go towards there's like other areas you can go to like collect stuff, and some are like blocked off, so you have to be like, all right, now I got to figure out what I need to do that.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
you can't do it at the moment because you need to unlock that ability to do it. So you have to kind of come back to it later once you get that ability and stuff. And I'm just like,
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I can compare it to, because I haven't played any of those other like XCOM games or whatever.
yeah, no, neither have I.
But
Apparently, that's what it's been compared to.
yeah, I've heard that comparison a lot. The only thing I can compare it to is probably like Has Been Heroes, which is kind of like, because like it's turn based, right? It's like turn based combat.
Yeah.
Has Been Heroes was not that good. So I'm happy I only paid like $10 or I paid for it in the
Yeah.
end. So
I'm glad I didn't buy it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I wish I didn't. So my expectations are pretty low right now, which is, I'm assuming, a good thing, because I've heard good things, but my expectations are still low.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping when I get in, they're like, this is really freaking
Yeah.
good, and then just really enjoy it a lot more than I am thinking I'm going
Yeah,
to.
and like
right now.
especially from like Ubisoft now, it's just like usually Ubisoft are like, oh, they hit and miss a lot, but this one's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's a pretty darn hit.
I
I mean, if it was gonna be like a major miss, Nintendo would have been like, okay, this is like the last time we do anything with anybody.
yeah.
Because like Nintendo are very like that. They're like, they're like very protective of their stuff.
Yeah, it's like if we're giving you our Mario, you
Yeah.
have to give us something good in return.
Yeah.
Like, and again, I've heard good things, so I'll probably play it tonight. I don't know. I'll get around to it eventually.
Yeah.
But going back for a second to long shot mode in Madden, I'm someone who doesn't really know American football that well. I would like to get into it. Like to get into the sport, watch a little bit more. I know how to play it Sort of.
Yeah.
So going into this long shot mode, I was okay. Imagine this. Imagine if you were playing. So have you played? I think you have played like one of the Teltale games. You've played any of the Teltale games? Have you?
I've played Teltale games.
Imagine Teltale making a Madden game. This is pretty much what it was.
What?
So it was a lot of just making decisions. There was a few times, probably like maximum like 10 times we actually were playing a game. It wasn't a full game. It was like a half game. We had to like do a play, a certain play, whatever.
Yeah.
It was literally like a Telltale game in a Madden world. It was so weird. Like it was not like it's not what I expected at all. But it blew me away. The story was so immersive. I was like, I'm getting too attached to these characters and to their stories for a Madden game. It just didn't make sense. But I really enjoyed it. It was, I think, about a 4-hour story, which
yeah.
and that was with me failing some challenges, having to do them again, and stuff like that. And I was like, I think that was worth the $70 that I paid just for that 4-hour story. Like, it was a really good story.
Yeah.
And then I was looking at the trophies. I can I have to go through it again, and I like to do some other challenges and get them all perfect and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I will do that because it has a replay value.
Yeah.
And it still blows my mind. It's a little section of the game. There's still Ultimate Team. There's still franchise mode. All these other modes. I'm like, I'm enjoying this little thing they've added in. It's made me purchase Madden. I haven't bought a Madden game, so I think Madden 15 is the one I have for the Xbox. So I would even tell you to like give it a shot one day. Just it's 4 hours of your life.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, obviously you're gonna go into like I don't like the
I just feel
sport.
like I don't know buttons and
Yeah, and that, like the good thing is they pretty much break it all down for you. They break down. You learn about how to call plays, how to do.
I'll
everything.
probably end up skipping on that show. It's like, okay.
I don't get you.
Reading's
Leave me
too-
alone.
I'm just like, reading, please.
But there's even like there was a point where I think it was like 20 minutes. Where it was just the story playing out. I'm just like, this is amazing. Like, obviously it wasn't perfect. There was still weird like cuts and weird things that were happening, like glitches and whatever. But for what it was, a solid like 9 out of 10 story right there. I was like, I applaud you. That was great. Like up there with Teltale games. Yeah, like I want to know what's gonna happen next. Where are these characters going? Give me a season 2 of this thing.
Nah, man, but Telltale games, man. All right. So, what Telltale games have I played? So I played Wolf Among Us, which is fucking great.
Yes.
I've played the Batman one, which was, I don't know. To me, the Batman one was kind of so. Like there was a lot of like glitches and stuff in that game that kind of like I'm just like, come on.
Yeah.
Like especially a lot of times it's like I think so like one time during like a cutscene like Bruce Wayne's head just did like a full 360 and then like turned slowly to look at the character who was talking with. I'm just like, okay.
That's creepy. That's very creepy.
Yeah, it was like a lot of weird shit like that happened.
Yeah.
Like the story was good, but I'm just like if they fixed those glitches it would have been probably better. Like a lot of like the animation and sounds were kind of off and I was just like I also have the Guardians Telltale one and I think I only have like the first 2 episodes. Not all of them are out yet.
Yeah.
But like I played that so far, no glitches and like the story I'm just like this is what I wanted from Batman. This is what I wanted.
Yeah.
This is like on the level of like Wolf Among Us. I'm just like I haven't finished it though. I don't even know what. I think so. Like episode 3's out, but I haven't downloaded it.
Yeah.
It'll take me like 20 years on my internet to download it.
Welcome back after that ad break.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed that. There was actually no ad break. I don't remember. It's been like 10 minutes. I don't know what I was talking about.
Yeah, I totally forgot either.
But what I think I was talking about.
Something about Telltale games.
Yeah. The only ones I have played were the ones that were free for like PlayStation Plus or some reason like that. I have The Walking Dead on my PC. I bought that for 99 cents, which was a good deal because that was like all the episodes.
Oh, okay.
That I've played a little bit of, like the first season. It's good.
Apparently that one's really good, but
Yeah, I haven't had like any glitches or anything with that so far.
I'm just like,
so.
Zombies.
Yeah, and even me, I was like, Walking Dead, I'm not really interested in. Game of Thrones, which was on PlayStation Plus, I think it was like a couple months ago. I got that.
Yeah.
It
It would have been on there because of the new season.
Yeah, the new season. Yeah,
That would have finished now.
and that was enjoyable. I haven't finished it. I played I think the first episode. That was enjoyable. A lot more than Walking Dead was.
Yeah.
And I've also started playing the Tales of the Borderlands.
I really want to play that because apparently that one's like one of their best.
Like it's been pretty smooth so far. No
Yeah.
problems with the
apparently
gameplay.
Tales of the Borderlands and Wolf Among Us are like their best.
Yeah,
like,
it was
games.
definitely from what I could tell, seems to be a pretty solid game so far.
Yeah. So I really want to play that.
Yeah,
One day.
Teltale are really stamping the legacy on the whole adventure games. Like
Yeah.
before Teltale, there's lots of adventure games out there, but
Yeah.
there hasn't been a studio this big who's just come out and made
Yeah. A lot of
pretty much a hit after hit after hit.
Yeah.
Even just the games they're making, whether it's Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a huge franchise right now.
exactly.
2 big movies. Now the game, Batman,
Which
everyone knows Batman.
They now have a season 2.
Exactly.
Minecraft.
Like who ever thought a adventure Minecraft episodic series would work as good as it is?
They're even on their
as good as it did.
second season as well, I think.
Yeah, it's taken over pretty much. It reminds me Pop Vinyls, every big franchise is now a Telltale game type thing. Obviously not every franchise, but you got The Walking Dead, you got Game of Thrones, you got Minecraft, you got Batman, big names are Telltale games. So I think that's amazing.
Even because on PC I have the Tales of Monkey Island.
Okay, yeah.
Which is freaking Monkey Island games, they're old as shit. They're from the 90s.
Yeah.
And onwards. And I think so there was only 4 main games made, and then after a while, Telltale was yeah, we'll make a Telltale series. So I have that. I'm just I played half of the first chapter.
Yeah.
Because it's the same. It has 5 chapters.
Yeah.
And it's one thing. But that's stuck really well with the point and click adventure of what Monkey Island is.
Yeah.
So it's not the whole thing is do this quick time event. Here's all this dialogue and story.
Yeah.
You actually physically move your character around and go and find shit and talk to people.
Yeah.
The same as Back to the Future.
Ah, yes.
Because they also made Back to the Future game, which I had on PS3, which I can't play anymore because I don't have it. But I really want to play that game because it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has the same thing like that where you actually control your character and walk around.
Yeah.
A lot, which Batman didn't really have much of, and Wolf Among Us had that quite a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was not as much freedom of movement as the other.
Okay, yeah. All the ones I've played have pretty much had a lot of freedom of movement. Probably Walking Dead had the most because it was pretty big space. It was there's the one part which is in the first episode where you walk around a house.
Yeah.
You walk to the kitchen, you walk to the living room, stuff like that. There hasn't really been anything that I can think of in the little bits that I played of each game where it's been just quick time events or just a small portion. There has been obviously small areas where in Game of Thrones with a small little section you can walk around.
Yeah,
but
no, Batman rarely had that. It's here's a little bit of a bat cave. Here's a little bit of a park.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't really much.
Yeah.
And it's when you're linking, when you're in a crime scene, you're linking things together to see this is what happened here. This hit that. This person got killed by that. It was just little areas like that. I'm just I wanted more.
Yeah. It triggered something in my mind just then when you're talking, because I'm thinking about Batman VR.
Yeah.
Do you think a Telltale game could work in VR? I mean, I couldn't see why not, right?
Events, you'd be huh.
Yeah, it would be a lot of you move your arms.
You'll probably just be standing there while a cutscene's happening, being it's
that's the thing. Yeah, there'll be a lot of just standing around or sitting around. But I kind of feel it could work in a way. I don't know what series they would do in VR, but
I don't know.
A Star Wars VR Telltale's game.
I mean, Star Wars Telltale,
$1 billion idea.
I don't think so. VR. I mean, it's kind of that. They're kind of games that are hard to make in VR because it's a lot of story in it.
Yeah, but imagine
cutscenes and stuff.
Imagine the quick time events with lightsaber in VR.
Yeah, that would be cool, though.
Yeah, I know, it would be.
That's the only thing. Most of the time, like, you either have to, like, sit down or stand up while playing this game. You're not going to, like, stand up for, like, 15
No,
minutes
yeah,
just
it would.
looking at someone talking while you're waiting for this lightsaber battle to happen.
It would have to be a sit down and just you put. I mean,
Just like lightsaber battle.
that's a problem with VR. You can't wear it for an extended amount of time for a story like that to
No, it wouldn't
work.
work very well.
But the idea's out there.
Oh god,
You're right
smacking
there.
stuff.
My table is very important to me. This cost me like $30 and it has many scratches.
Yeah, I
and
can see that.
many
And like
dents.
weird, worn out on like the edges.
That I tell you the ages. I tell you the ages. They were really sharp.
Oh,
Okay? You could like cut yourself. So I got like a sanding block and I sanded them down into an edge. It's half work.
that's
I mean,
fair enough. It was like, oh, this bit's weird.
Yeah, it's all. I bought this at
Oh.
Office Works. It cost me like
Yeah, Office Works.
pennies.
Yeah,
You know, speaking of Office Works, this chair, I need a new chair.
you do, dude.
This is the worst chair ever. It's on my bucket list, or on my A list of some sort of in my mind. Just like everything from Elgato that they've been bringing out in the past few weeks. Literally, if there was one company that I could be partnered with,
Yeah.
I would probably choose Elgato over Apple, over Sony, because they are so vast with the things that they've been bringing out lately. They have the new 4K capture card.
Yeah. Is that is like the actual capture card or just the PC one?
It's a PC one because I don't think they could. I don't know how that would work in a USB capture card.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not going to get that one because I don't have any 4K
I think so
gaming
there was
going on.
some capability. I don't know if it was in the HD 60S or something where it could handle 4K, but I don't know.
I don't know. Look, 4K gaming. I'm still far away from that. So I don't care about that yet. But the cam link, which turns any camera you have into a webcam, I think that's bloody amazing because I've tried doing it with the capture card. Doesn't work too well with my setup. Cam link would just make it work perfect. The green screen, I need to get my hands on that real bad. Have you seen their green screen?
No.
All right, so it's like a 2-meter cylinder,
Yeah.
big like metal thing. You put on the floor, you lift up the handle,
Okay.
and wherever you let go, that's where it stays.
Yeah.
So you can put it up to waist height, above you, wherever. You put it up behind you, go into your software, click the button, and it works.
Damn.
To put it away, put it back down to this little section, move it. I'm planning to put mine behind my door,
Yeah.
away from everything. It's perfect for like myself, where I don't have too much room in
Yeah.
this space right now. So I sit at my desk, put it behind me,
Yeah.
play for an hour or two, put it down, put it away.
Yeah.
It's
Because
just-
I feel like it will be really good for like even streaming. It'll be more useful.
Yeah,
for
of
that.
course, definitely. Like, I'm thinking about, like, I've always been thinking about streaming. I'm like, that would help with, obviously,
Yeah.
myself on the screen. The only thing is, it's not available in Australia yet.
Yeah.
I don't know when it's going to happen. But I've been checking the website, like, every day. Still nothing.
Soon.
I freaked out for a second, though, because I went on, and it's like, oh, you could order it from their website. I was like, oh, my God. So I was, like, going through.
It'll be like euros or something.
I realized I pressed Austria, not Australia. That's why it was letting me go through. I was like, okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I'm going to check again in real time.
Yeah.
But I,
Because I think so. They're like European based.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Because sometimes whenever I logged in, it was like Dutch or German or something. I'm like, I don't speak the language.
I'll show you the green screen. It's amazing.
Green screen.
So it's just in that little cylinder thing there. You just lift it up and it works.
Lift it up, magic.
Like,
Because
I have,
I've been thinking of like getting some sort of like green screen or something.
dude. I mean, it's obviously it's gonna be more expensive than just buying either the material or like
Yeah.
you can buy like those fold away like green screens, which are really hard to fold away.
Yeah.
It'll cost more than that, but cost over convenience, I think works in this
Yeah.
idea right here with the green screen. But I'm gonna check. I still don't think. Wait, nah. Yeah, see. For a second there, so usually it's like grayed out, but it's not very grayed out right now for some reason.
How much is it in US? And then how much would be shipping to get it here?
Let's see. From Amazon, the amazing Amazon, it's $149. So
How much would that be? Like something?
probably 180, I would say, if they're nice to us. And I love that line. This item does not ship to Australia. Thank you for that. That's really what I want to hear right now.
Get a PO box or something in America and be like, send it.
Yeah. Stick this in the PO box.
Of course, it's like, yeah, we don't send to Australia. Australia never gets anything.
I know. I've been like tweeting them like every day. I'm like, just send some love to us kangaroo hopping Australians. Give us what we need.
Don't make us throw a boomerang at you.
Just give us what we need. That's what I'm talking about there. Where
Yeah.
You fold away, you put it behind you, but
Yeah.
their one, it just it will just work so well.
Yeah.
I need it one day.
One day. One day we'll be able to afford this stuff, Dean.
Yeah.
One day Australia will get stuff.
One day there'll be like a bridge just connecting Australia to the rest of the world, and just everything just keeps coming in.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, man, that could work.
Or we'll just like move Australia in the middle of everyone and be like, alright, now we can get stuff.
Yeah, we can move it. Like, why don't we like move closer to like Hawaii? Because Hawaii is nice.
They have a lot of ocean around them, so we can squeeze in there.
Yeah, I'm sure there's room. I reckon we could squeeze in between Hawaii and America.
Or, okay, how about this? We'll swap. We'll make Tasmania New South Wales, and we'll make New South Wales Tasmania. We'll put all of them over there.
Okay.
We break off Tasmania from the main body, and then we
Okay.
just go and slap ourselves there, and we're the new South Wales.
I reckon we could put ourselves like kind of.
Or we'll just take it for New Zealand and break them off and put it there.
We could go like East Coast, like you know how the East Coast comes down, like where like Florida is, it comes out that little like.
Yeah.
We can like squeeze in there somewhere and just kind of pop ourselves.
Yeah, but
in
do we
there.
want to be in Florida where it's humid and hot all the time?
But
And
it's-
have swamps everywhere?
But it's nice weather, like
Mate,
all the time.
yeah, humid. If it's humid, I ain't doing it. I can't stand humidity.
Well, you wouldn't like Hawaii, so.
Well, I imagine Hawaii would be much better than Florida where there's swamps everywhere.
But see, I reckon we could fit in between, right there, like in between Hawaii and the USA. We would slot in there perfectly on our side a little bit.
Sure.
That could work, and then like the tips of Australia will be hitting the west coast. Yeah, west coast, and then like we go up to like Northern Territory, and then like down into California.
Yeah, but then we'll have to be like up there. We'll be like, all right, we want to be closer to the US then.
Or we can turn ourselves around, put Australia upside down, and we just go down through Victoria.
Because like I was thinking, we could be like somewhere here in the Atlantic, like
Oh,
this
you wanna-
way, like this way close to the US and Europe and Britain.
But then we're like, oh, I guess if that would work because then North Korea are further away from us. Because if they shoot their missiles, they'll hit.
That's true. Or no, actually, yeah, it would be good there because then we're also close to Japan.
If we're next to Hawaii,
If we're like here in between Hawaii.
but then we also have a chance of being hit by North Korea. We have to put this on to perspective
All right,
right
we'll
here.
move North Korea to somewhere near the North Pole.
That could work. Yeah, they could
Or chuck them where we are so they can shoot somewhere down south.
Why don't we chuck them further down from where we are? Like
Let's
further
just
down to
put them in
Antarctica.
Antarctica. How about that?
Yeah, that way they don't have much to shoot at. Then we move over and put us wherever because we'll be fine wherever. Why don't we even move Japan over near America too?
Yeah. Let's just attach Japan to us,
Yeah.
and then we'll move in the Atlantic.
Well, if you look at Japan, it basically fits in
Yeah.
to our East Coast.
Yeah.
It basically
Let's just
it
take
almost
Japan. We'll take
fit there
Japan with
perfectly.
us.
Yeah.
New Zealand has to come with us because we're on the same plate.
New Zealand are basically us anyway, so
Yeah.
we might as well connect them closer to us at this point.
Yeah.
And then anywhere else you want to like join up?
Nah, I mean, if we just take Japan, and New Zealand, we chuck ourselves in the middle of the Atlantic.
Mm-hmm.
We're close to.
We're close to, and that'll pretty much connect us to Africa, connect us to Europe. I mean, it works perfectly.
Yeah.
I think we just solved the world's problems right now.
We're also close to Canada.
Canada, give us poutine.
I mean, we're a bit further away from Hawaii than you wanted to, but I mean,
That's fine.
you got
if
Europe,
I'm that
you would have Europe in your backyard. You'd have
Yeah.
USA in your front yard.
if I'm that close to everything else, Hawaii, you're great. But I mean, I got everyone else right here. Like Hawaii is good for if we were still in the place where we are right now.
Yeah.
Quick 10-hour flight. You're basically in America, except it's tropical. It's amazing. But if we're in the Atlantic Ocean, we go this way, we go to America. We go this way, we go to Europe. It's like the perfect spot. Like
Just take a dinghy across the water. And you're in like New York or freaking New Jersey or something.
yeah, man, that'd be amazing. Like you get off like you like row off Australia like into like the the shore of New Jersey.
Yeah.
That would work quite well.
Just like doing like in the 1920s or whatever, just like on the boats going into New York, you see the Statue of Liberty. It's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
good old Liberty there, mates.
We have literally just solved a lot of the world's problems.
Yeah, it'll be hard to actually move a whole country though.
Yeah, that's the part that I'm a bit concerned about. How are we going to pick up Australia,
I have no idea.
New Zealand, and Japan and move us into
feel
the
like-
Pacific,
I
Atlantic Ocean?
I feel like we have to do like a Futurama where we just get a whole bunch of robots to
Yeah.
like shoot their exhausts out so we can like navigate ourselves around.
Or how about we do like what they did in Age of Ultron, where they like just like broke.
Broke Sokovia.
Yeah, I think it's that kind of like lifted up.
Maybe if we have a strong enough magnetic field to hold us all together.
Yeah, I reckon it could work.
Well, we just need to make Ultron then.
You know what? And then I mean, what problems could there possibly be in the world if we've moved North Korea away from everyone? We are now a part of like the rest of the world instead of being down here with literally nobody next to us except Papua New Guinea. But you know they aren't nice.
I mean, we fought a war on their shores, so I mean, they you know our help is done.
Yeah,
I don't think they'll need us anymore.
Yeah, that's so much as I have to say about that.
We're just like scheming on how to move a whole country, how to move 3 countries, one like massive continent, and 2 other countries over here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Christ.
One thing I do want to mention before we move our country. Okay, so I was on Twitter. I follow my kind of funny people.
Yep.
They had a poll going on. I don't know if I think I've lost it here. It said, "Are Cheetos a chip,
Or
or are they just a snack?" And I was like, I clicked yes. I'm like, obviously they're a chip. It's a Cheeto, like a Twisty. It's a chip.
yeah, I was gonna say, it's like Cheetos are basically like Twisties, and
Yeah.
Twisties are basically
At the point of when I clicked the poll, it was 50-50.
yeah.
I was like, how is this 50-50? I left it. I came back to it. It was 51-49 in favor of Cheetos not being a chip.
I mean, all right. If you want to look at technicalities, all right, what would you define a chip?
A chip is a crunchy, savory snack that's in a packet.
But all right,
That you eat.
all right. So some people define a chip. All right, hot chips. They're made of potatoes.
Yes.
Packet chips. They're made of potatoes. What are Cheetos and Twisties made out of?
I believe corn.
Doritos are also made out of corn. And they're chips.
They are corn chips,
Exactly.
which are chips. So why are Doritos not... Sorry, why are Cheetos not chips?
Maybe because they don't look like chips.
Would you call Burger Ring chips?
It's hard to say.
But what would you call them then?
I don't know.
There's no other... Like, I wrote this in a comment on their Facebook. I'm like...
I don't really call them chips. I'm just like Burger Rings.
They just... Like, yeah, this is the thing. I basically said, in Australia, if I come to someone's house, if someone comes to my house and I say, do you want a snack? And I bring out Twisties, no one bats an eye. If I say, do you want a packet of chips? And I give them Twisties, no one bats an eye. I just think we should just eat them either way. Whatever they
I mean, yeah, in the shops, they're in the chip
chip aisle.
section.
If
I mean,
I say-
even in like the box things where you get like the variety packs, like there are Twisties in those.
Yeah, it doesn't
amongst
say
them.
variety of chips and snacks. It says variety of chips. If you go onto a website and you're like, I want to import American chips, Cheetos are in that section. I don't know. Americans are weird though. They call biscuits cookies.
Yeah, well,
They
they
call-
don't even call chips. They call them crisps. Oh no, they don't call them crisps. What do
That's
they call
the
them?
UK.
UK. What do they call them?
They call them chips.
Do they call them chips?
Yeah.
Oh, they call
Chips
fries.
Fries, yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
we're just like chips.
we're chips. Our chips are chips. All her chips. Like, it doesn't matter over here.
Oh, these
But,
chips are hurting my brain.
I really think that Cheetos should be just called chips. I mean, I don't think someone should.
I mean, they call like chocolate candy.
Yeah, like
It's
that's
chocolate.
that confuses
It's
me
a
too.
sweet.
It's like, hey, you want a piece of my candy? And it's like a chocolate bar.
Yeah, they're like candy bars. It's like
Yeah.
a chocolate bar.
It's like,
it's a chocolate.
What are you doing? Like, there's some weird things.
Yeah.
That's my problem. That's my first problem about moving
It's
places
just
to
like
America.
a lot of like, I don't know, cultural differences are just like, they're just different country differences.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, we're more normal. Oh, just kidding. Like, even when I went to the movies in Hawaii, part of America, got my popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that they add extra butter. You can add extra butter to your popcorn.
Yeah.
So I got my popcorn. I sat down. I was watching Fast and Furious. I sat down there, eating my popcorn. Like, this is pretty plain.
Mm.
It had butter on it. It was probably like, I would say, half what we have if you go to the movies in Australia. And then I remembered as I went to the bathroom, I saw a little pump to pump your own butter. I was like, that's cool. But I was too lazy to walk back out of the cinema to butter my popcorn. I was like, I'm sitting here now.
I'll just eat my plain tasting popcorn.
Yeah. I mean, it's, I wasn't used to it.
What do you call popcorn a chip?
I wouldn't call popcorn a chip. I would call popcorn.
Yeah, exactly.
I think popcorn is a category where Cheetos wouldn't be a category. Pringles. Are Pringles a chip?
Yeah.
They are a chip.
Because they're made of potatoes.
So you say a chip needs to be made of potatoes?
I'm just
So
saying, I was saying, that's why I was saying earlier, because Doritos are a chip, but they're not made of potatoes. They're made of corn.
What are Cheetos made of? Let me see. Or Twisties.
That's why I was saying. That's why I said that, because if Doritos are still called a chip, but they're made of corn, and Twisties and Cheetos are made of corn, then yes, they should be a chip. Because if Doritos are considered chip, why would they be made?
Okay,
differently?
so Twisties are made from ground corn, rice, and agar. It's basically rice and corn.
Yeah.
So I say they're a chip. But then do you call rice crackers a chip? You wouldn't call rice crackers a chip.
What is it called? Crackers.
Yeah, they're a cracker. But a Twistie isn't a cracker, and a Twistie isn't... If a Twistie isn't a chip, a Twistie has a
Twistie is
problem.
a Twistie. Did they ever bring back the zigzag Twisties?
Yes, I got 3 packets the other day.
Okay.
Gave them all
Because
to my
I
girlfriend.
like they just popped in my mind. Like, I never noticed that they were gone.
So they came back at IGAs only, apparently.
Oh, okay.
So I went to an IGA and I was buying alcohol. Not for myself, because I didn't drink alcohol. And for some reason, I went to the chip section, didn't have any zigzags in there. In the alcoholic section, there was a big bin in the middle which had all different chips, and in there were 3 bags of zigzags. So that's really weird. I grabbed them all.
Hey man, you gotta like suck up some alcohol or something.
But I tried them, and I don't think they were as good as what I remember, even though they didn't leave too long ago from the shelves.
Yeah.
Like I felt like they were thinner, so they're a bit crispier, which I didn't like. I
No, yeah, I remember they were a bit softer.
yeah, they're a bit sort of like a bit puffier.
Yeah.
But these were a bit more thin, so a bit more crispy. Wasn't as good in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is to this question. I would call it a chip because it's in the chip aisle, and you eat it like a chip.
Yeah.
It's in the chip aisle. It's a chip, in my opinion. There's enough evidence there to say that it's a chip.
Chip's a chip and a... That's all I got.
That was good. Okay. There's plenty of ways
If
you can
it's
keep going with
not
that.
a
It's fine.
chip, then it's not a chip.
That's also true. If it's if it's a potato, a whole potato is not a chip.
Potatoes. A whole potato is a vodka. Vodka's made out of potatoes, apparently.
I think some vodkas are,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know how such a beautiful snack like a potato chip could taste so bad as a vodka.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, what happens in between? Like, what happens to that poor potato to go from a beautiful...
The potato's dream was like, I'm going to be a lovely batch of hot chips, and then people
Yeah.
are like, yeah, no, you're going to become like some poo tasting alcoholic drink. And they're
Yeah,
like,
it's like,
no.
oh, I'm going to be a chip. Oh, yes, I cannot wait. And then they're like fermented and like squish it.
Alright. Here's another thing. Multigrain chips. They're a chip, but they're not made of potatoes. They're made of grains. You know the multigrain ones?
Like the wavy ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a chip.
They're a chip, but they're not made of potatoes. They're made of grains.
See, this is the thing I think that we've discussed from this. Australians are smarter than Americans. I think that's what it comes down to. we understand the difference between a chip and a snack. Like, for example,
Cheese puffs. They're basically twisties. That's their version of like a thing.
yeah,
Yeah, they have cheese puffs, don't they?
yeah.
Yeah.
There's like, you can buy like big barrels of cheese puffs in America. And they're a chip. They're a chip. Correct?
If twisties are a chip, then yeah.
They have
They're
to be.
a chip because they're made of the same thing.
I just think if you eat them like a chip, they're a chip. You know what I mean? Like, you don't eat Oreos like a chip, so an Oreo wouldn't be a chip. An Oreo is a cookie.
they're like
or an Oreo is a biscuit. Whatever you want to call
biscuit
it.
cookie.
You know, a choc chip cookie is not a chip because you
It's a cookie.
don't eat it. You don't
That's
eat
the
it
name.
like a chip. Twisties are made in packets in the same places that things like Smith's chips are made in. They're a chip.
I was gonna say, it's like, what about prawn crackers? They're called crackers.
Prawn
They're
crackers.
kind of like a chip.
Have you ever made prawn crackers from scratch? Or sort of from scratch?
Yeah.
Had like the little disc?
Yeah. You
I
chuck them
would've-
in the deep fryer and they're like,
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't call that a chip. That's
They call it a cracker.
That's
They
a
call it-
savory cracker, if anything.
I mean, they're called prawn crackers.
Yeah. Like a Ritz cracker isn't a chip. Cause
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
a
cracker.
cracker.
I think that's enough cracker talk for today's episode.
Tars, they're a cracker.
They're a cracker.
Because they made a rice. I don't know, it's hard to define things.
That's like, I was trying, speaking of defining things, I was trying to like put all my games to folders on my PS4. And I was like, oh, this game. Do I put it in the action adventure folder or do I put it in the shooter folder? It's like,
Action shooter.
you have no place. You have no place, game. I don't remember what game it was, but it had no place.
I don't like. Yeah, the whole folder thing in place. I'm like, I could make folders, but I'm just not bothered to. I'm just like, I would have preferred like an easier way to like view my games and play them.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than Xbox, I guess. Like,
Oh
it's
my God.
easier to find your
Xbox is
games.
just gone. Like after that whole update where it just like moved some other shit, and then it's like when you press the Xbox button instead of just going straight to the dashboard, it like pulls out some stupid side thing. I'm just like, why?
Yeah, I don't know. They need to really fix their UI.
They probably will with the X.
Probably.
They also need to get better naming conventions.
Yes.
Consoles.
Obviously, no one there has a Lisp at Microsoft, because if they did, they would understand how people like me feel when you have to try and make sure these different consoles.
Yeah.
It ain't fun.
You just go to like EB. I want the X. And they're like,
I want,
yes, no.
I want the new
X.
Microsoft console, please. That's the only way I
I
can
want
say
the
it.
new Xbox.
I was actually gonna pick up the Scorpio edition. I had it in my cart twice. I was like, I can check out now, be broke, have to pay bills, and not have money for my bills, or I can be an adult about it and leave it. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave it. I took it out of my cart. Next day, JB Hi-Fi like, we have more pre-orders. Come get them. I'm like, oh god. I was looking. I'm like, should I do it?
I was kind of the same.
Should
I
I
was
do
like, well, I really want to get a new graphics card, and it basically costs the same amount.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll just get the new graphics card.
Yeah. I mean,
I want to eventually save up for it. I might get the 1080,
oh yeah, that's a good graphics card.
maybe.
Yeah. I think if the PS4 Pro did true 4K, I would put money down for a PS4 Pro because I play my PS4 so much more than I do my Xbox. It's plain and simple.
Yeah.
You can see for my game collection how many more I have for PS4. But because it doesn't, I'm kind of like, I'll stick with my console. It doesn't do enough for me to want to upgrade to a PS4 Pro.
Just yet, yeah.
Yeah, like it's...
Man, I wouldn't be surprised if like next year Sony's like, yeah, we've got a newer version of the PS4 Pro where it actually is like 4K Blu-ray, true.
Yeah,
4K.
we can play your 4K Blu-rays as well, which we can't do right now for some weird reason. That's why I have the Xbox One S to play my 4K Blu-rays, or 3 of them that I own.
I'm just like, yeah, I'll just stick with the normal Blu-rays for now.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is that the 4K Blu-rays aren't too expensive. Like you can go to like JB Hi-Fi and have like 2 for like 30 or something.
Yeah.
For 4K Blu-rays, I'm like, hey, and then Blu-rays are like, yeah, but still, they're just here.
Right here. For me, I'm just like, yay. I love it.
Speaking of which, you can go to the last Blockbuster. It's closing down.
Yeah.
And they have Blu-rays for not too expensive. More expensive than I thought they'll be for closing down Blockbuster. I think it was like you can buy like 4 Blu-rays for like $80, something like that, like $20 each. But then they're used as well. I think it's like,
yeah. I mean, sometimes JB they're like, yeah, two for. What did I buy? I was like 3 for $40 or something. I think.
Yeah,
it was.
like you can get better deals for brand new Blu-rays. Although
brand new wrapped ones.
Exactly, they haven't been touched by people's fingers.
Yeah.
They do have Blu-ray cases for like really cheap, like 5 cases for like $2. And I was thinking I should get those because I don't have a case for Uncharted 4 because I got the like a promo disc.
Yeah.
I was like I could use a Blu-ray case for that because it's close enough to a PS4 case.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
But then you just have to like properly print out.
Yeah, it's print out like
the cover art and stuff.
But they're like up like my face on it instead, something stupid like that, just to make it funny.
Like I'm the Uncharted now.
Well,
Fun times.
I think that's
Blockbuster, you're good while you lasted. I'm pretty sure there was a Blockbuster at like Green Valley, I think it was. And my sister like rented like 2 DVDs off there and just never returned them. And I think we still have them.
yeah, you can get away with that because they won't be coming after you.
Yeah, exactly. Oh well.
Anyway, I think with that, it's time for us to go play games.
Yay!
Guys, this has been the AnyKey Podcast, episode 17, here on
We're
whichever
almost
platform
20.
you're on.
We're almost 18. We're almost legal drinking age.
We can, in a couple of weeks, we can start drinking as a podcast.
Yay!
It's an amazing time to be alive.
Yay!
But until then, guys, we'll see you in the next one.
We will have our license at this point.
Yes, we will.
Yay!
Okay. See ya.
Bye.